It's the United States of America. The United States of America, we make decisions for our own lives. Months and months ago, I chose to be able to take the vaccine. Was grateful to be able to do that, grateful to be able to have the opportunity, grateful for the innovation and the science that went into actually developing the vaccine, but that was my choice. There are millions of other people across the country that have determined they don't want to take the vaccine. And in the United States, where right now 92% of the adult population, 92%, either has natural immunity based on having COVID and recovered or has the vaccine, we're at a very high rate of immunity right now across the country. And for the President of the United States to step up like he is the country's dad rather than the country's president, to be able to step up and to say, I don't care how long you work there, how important you are to the company, what your task, what your role is, what you did during the pandemic when there was no vaccine, how you stood and served people in a vulnerable moment. I don't care about any of that. If you don't follow my orders, you're fired. Number one, in the United States of America, that's not the role of the President of the United States. The President of the United States cannot reach into every company and pick and choose who he wants hired and fired. And when I talk to employers in my state in Oklahoma, the most difficult issue they're facing right now is the potential that they're going to have huge fines in their company if they don't fire critical workforce that's in their company. So they can either choose for their company to suffer and not be able to fulfill contracts and responsibilities that they have, not be able to fulfill orders that are already coming in because the president's demanding that these individuals are fired when these individuals worked throughout the pandemic. Many of them have already had COVID and recovered and have natural immunity now, but because it's not the president's preference, they are, as an employer, struggling with whether they're going to face OSHA fines or to be able to fulfill what their company normally does to be able to even stay open and fulfill orders. This is what real life looks like across Oklahoma. Individuals right now are walking into Christmas thinking about in January they're about to get fired. That's the present that the President of the United States is giving to American families all over my state. Consider over Christmas what you're going to do, because in January I may work to get you fired. That's not who we are as a country. Let me just give you three quick stories. One of them that was an individual, actually this particular company has quite a few folks that are disabled individuals that work in their company. The company has more than 100 employees, and they're struggling with the fact that many of these individuals have medical exemptions. Many of these things are very nebulous in the OSHA rules that are actually coming out, and the company is struggling with literally laying off individuals that are already disabled that for medical reasons are being told no. One of my constituents is facing termination from not being vaccinated, works for a large company. In this particular company, he has already been told that he's going to have to sign 2 forms in the coming days. Now, he has been told by his doctor that he's at high risk of blood clots. And so he's one of those individuals that's concerned about getting the vaccine. But he's being forced to sign 2 forms. One of those, the first form is to agree to be vaccinated or lose his job. The second form is agree that if he has a negative reaction to the vaccine, he won't sue the company. That's not right. Third quick story. This is somebody that works on a poultry farm in Oklahoma. Has already been fired because this mandate's been in place for a while. Has now lost his home and is living back with his parents again as an adult. That's the gift that President Biden is giving to families in my state. Lose your job, lose your house, doesn't care, just do what I tell you to do or be on your own.